Let's do this.
Congratulations, Sub-Commander.
Sayla really likes to congratulate me. If you want proof, Sub-Commander, then I'll provide it. I'm transmitting several classified Tal Shiar files to your ship right now. Read through them, analyze them yourself, and then you'll see the truth. Titan and his kind are terrorists and a threat to the survival of the Romulan people. After that, I hope you'll reconsider your options. The Tal Shiar are trying to help the Romulan people, and you should be fighting for us. We've been fighting for you all this time. Paratronic shield array. I think this mission is short, and I think all you do is go onto your bridge and complete a puzzle. So let's go ahead and start this, and then we will call it a day. Accept. All right. Let's where are we going? Where is this taking us? What's in this line? Not quite Drozana, not quite K7. Donia? Omar? Kulhas? The Betazoid sector? Whatever. Helmsman, stop. We don't need to do that. I just need to remember how to go to my bridge. Ah, here we go. Visit Starship Bridge. Alright. Okay. What's this? Contact duty officers, no. One thing I like about this game is that you can walk around on your ship. There's not a whole lot to do there, so you don't do it very often. But you can do it. You can even sit in the captain's chair and brood. Of course, the lighting is awful in all of these bridges, but not a whole lot I can do about that. Account bank, I don't have one, I'm afraid. Oh, it's our first ship. Can I interact? Oh, I can interact with the bench. This is account bank. Here's the seed pod helmet. Here's the painting of Virenat that we retrieved from whatever that mission was, where we got in fights for no reason. This just a moment. This console is upside down. That's the Romulan Star Empire's insignia, but it's upside down. Okay. I need to get my engineer on that. Or maybe I just need to press the right combination of hotkeys. Decipher Tal Shiar files. Okay. Open file, Child Talk Intelligence file. Titan has a personal relationship with Lortrix, the colony leader in the Child Talk system. That was the guy we took out, wasn't it? They worked together on a Riemann mining colony. Weapons present at the colony were the property of the terrorist militia helping Titan and his followers break away from the legitimate government of the Romulan Star Empire. That's... Why would a internal intelligence report go to links to describe the legitimate government of the Romulan Star Empire? These weapons were being stored by Lortrix at Titan's personal request. And how did the Hirogen fit into all this? On Stardate 86105.6 and 86118.5, Titan contacted Starfleet Intelligence. These communications dealt with targeting Romulan Star Empire and Federation colonies for terrorist attacks. Why would Titan arrange terrorist attacks on Federation colonies with Starfleet Intelligence? That would be like contacting the CIA about launching an attack on the World Trade Center. Check statements against the ship's library. Water reclamation. Okay. So none of it holds water.
Captain, we're getting two different stories here.
No
one
kidding.
from Charva and one from these documents. Analysis of the files shows that either Charva is trying deliberately to mislead us, or that she's being misled herself. Since she seems to firmly believe what she's telling us, I'm not completely comfortable disregarding her information out of hand. I recommend that we speak to Commander Talmera on Drozana Station. She has contacts in the intelligence community that we don't. She should be able to either confirm or deny our findings.
Spy stuff soon. Okay. Maybe we were going to Drozana. Leave the ship interior. Yep, that's where we're going. Somehow, my helmsman knew. I don't know how he knew, but he did. So, on the one hand, he appears to be psychic. On the other hand, he flies us into the sun. Psychic, flying to the sun. Psychic, flying to the sun. I'll keep him for the moment. Helmsman, Romulan bridge officers are hard to come by. Drozana Station, an old Federation base currently run by a ferengi, which means that I'll probably get to bust out my ferengi voice soon. Or maybe not, maybe... Helmsman, we're too far away! Sooner or later, we'll wind up on Drozana, though. Oh, here we have something that was added a couple months ago. This button here shows you the top Foundry missions for a given location. Foundry missions, of course, are user-created missions, and I think they're one of the best things about this game. But we're not going to be playing War is Good for Business right now. Let's go to go to Drozana Station. Lots of Federation ships here. Drozana Station. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy, and the eternal war between Starfleet dental and role players. This is also the place you go to get subspace party nullifiers, in case somebody's bugging you by dropping down disco balls, which force your character to dance. Welcome to Drozana, RRW Batmobile. You are cleared for docking. We have everything you need for shore leave, and a few things you didn't even know you wanted. Shopping, drinking, dining, entertainment, you'll find it all here. And don't forget the 77th rule of acquisition. If you break it, I'll charge you for it. Yeah, I like my my ferengi voice. The dock at the station. Nice shot, Asticon. Right. Where am I? Down here. This way. Ah yes, the Dabo tables. Yes, you can gamble in this game. It's even required for one of the missions. Hello, Commander Talmera. Is there something you needed? Can I get your opinion on some Tal Shiar files?
This is your lucky spin.
Hush, Theo. Tal Shiar files? I'm sure there's a good story behind how you came into possession of these. Let's see what you have. Here are the files. What do you think? What sort of information do you need, Sub-Commander? Personally, I'd regard anything given to you by a Tal Shiar operative with suspicion. There are masses of misinformation and misdirection. I need to fact-check these documents. Some of the information in them doesn't seem to line up. We can do that. Show me what you have and what parts of them are troubling you.
Those ship holo emitters are pretty snazzy.
Shush. I'm busy. I've read some interesting works of fiction, but nothing compares to this. Titan and Lordtrix working together on a Romulan mining colony? I don't think so. Can you see Titan in the dilithium mine? And Lordtrix was storing weapons for Titan? Why? There have to be better places we can stash supplies than in an enemy colony. And this section about Titan working with Starfleet to target colonies for terrorist attacks is ridiculous.
The house always wins.
Neither Titan or the Federation would do such a thing. I'm detecting that sections of this file have been altered. That's probably why it reads like a bad spy story. We're going to be getting the bad spy story soon. Didn't make sense to me either. Can you cross-reference this file with our intelligence data to gain some context? Oh. According to my records, Titan was in contact with Starfleet, but he was talking to them about which colonies needed agricultural aid. And there were weapons on Child Talk, but as you well know, but not only were they making weapons for the Hirogen, they were targeting Romulan militia targets, including the flotilla. Now, I didn't realize that Lordtrix and Titan knew each other, but apparently they do. They interacted once during a negotiation for the workers' strike on the Romulan mining facility. It's funny how people from such different worlds and outlooks can interact. Titan was talking to the Federation about colonies near our borders, but it wasn't to target them for attack. It was to discern which ones have the greatest need for agricultural assistance. A lot of the newer colonies having a rough time. Be quiet, Lita. Trying to establish themselves. Titan believes that the more prosperous colonies have a responsibility to help support others. That's why he was talking to the Federation. He was asking if they would be willing to assist as well. Unfortunately, once a rumor of terrorist attacks entered the mix, the Federation Council broke off aid talks. Really? They believe that? And I'm not surprised that Lordtrix was aiming weapons at our targets, although I didn't think he was doing so at the request of the Hirogen. The Tal Shiar has a way of getting into everything, and we know that they were monitoring that colony. The Tal Shiar operative could have manipulated Lordtrix into aiming some of the weapons at Romulan Republic targets. And if they were fired, then we'd lose big, and the neutral colony would be blamed for the attack. Also, I think it was a coincidence that Titan and Lordtrix were acquainted. That guy looks an awful lot like the guy on Virenat. Or a wax figurine of him, Jarek.
Buy another drink. Maybe it'll bring you good luck.
No, I won't buy a drink. Be quiet, Hololita. Lordtrix once worked for the Romulan Mining Cooperative, but he wasn't exactly a model employee. We already figured this stuff out. Why am I reading this? So what do you make of all these changes? I think the Tal Shiar are conducting quite an effective smear campaign against Titan and our movement. It's our responsibility to see through their deceptions. Can I show you another file?
This could be your day.
Yes. Yes. What do you make of all these changes? Did Titan know about the plan to attack the Tal Shiar convoy? Yes. Does that make us criminals and terrorists? That's something you're going to have to decide for yourself. What do you make of all this? We're fighting for our independence and the future of the Romulan race. We're short on supplies and allies and beset by enemies that see nothing wrong with murder, torture, and kidnapping. And they call us terrorists. We've had to make some difficult decisions. Some of them have led us down roads that none of us wanted to make. But nothing we've done is anything as terrible as what the Tal Shiar is accusing Titan of doing. There are no innocents in war, Sub-Commander, and that includes Datan. At least his motivations are clear. I can't see what the Tal Shiar has to gain from framing him for these crimes. Thank you for your help.
Captain, Charva's convinced that these files are genuine. She wouldn't be pushing us this hard otherwise. We need to sit down and show her the discrepancies we've discovered, preferably in front of the Tal Shiar computer, so we can open her eyes to the truth.
Okay.
If we contact her and say we're ready to join the Tal Shiar, but we need to discuss these files first, maybe she'll take us somewhere where we can prove to her that she's been lied to. There's a subspace communications hub in the lounge on Drozana Station's observation level that we can use to contact Charva.
Okay. This mission's kind of dragging on longer than I thought it would. Contact Charva.
There's still hope for you, Tovan. For us.
I'm not Tovan. I wasn't expecting to hear from you so soon, Sinan. Are you ready to join the Tal Shiar? I'm ready to join you and the Tal Shiar. I take it that everything I provided checked out to your satisfaction? Mostly, but I want to go over the data you sent. I need assurances that it is genuine. That's a fair request. The Tal Shiar maintains a clandestine network of satellites throughout this quadrant. There's a listening post that's part of this network in the Azra system. It's near your current position and off the trade routes, so we should be able to meet privately. It is also connected to the rest of the Tal Shiar network, so we can go over the data in detail. I'm glad you've seen the light, Sinan. You're joining the right side. I'll see you there. Before we leave Drozana Station, we should consult... Okay. Are they playing balloon soccer or something? Commander, do you know anything about the Azra system? It's remote and has little strategic value. If you're planning some shore leave after this is over, I'd suggest going to Ryza instead. So the Azra system...
Oh.
I can tell you, you're probably flying into a trap. The Tal Shiar invests a great deal of time and effort to spin a web of lies. And they don't look favorably on people who try to expose them for what they are. If you're going to go, at least take some backup. Can you contact the KDF and organize that for me? That won't be too difficult. You've made a lot of friends. Send out a subspace burst if you need some assistance in the Azra system. They'll be waiting for your signal. If you run into any roadblocks, talk to Gadan. He's proven himself to be a worthwhile ally. Alright.
Round and round it goes.
Hololita. Goodbye, Hololita. Sheesh. Casino.